All right, time for advanced stats with insights from SAP. Check out this trend over the course of the years when it comes to three-point shooting. You know, it was a novelty when it came in the 79-80 season.
Yep.
They took a handful in that game. I think Larry Bird might have been the only guy who hit one.
Oh, you were ecstatic in the 80s if you made it, John.
Well, you can hear
it's like the choir would stand up and start singing.
You can hear a change in the announcers' voices when somebody would take a three because it was such an unusual thing. It's a three!
Oh, God!
So, Matt, with that being said, in the 90s, so when I broke the record in 96, Brian Hill would be like, what are you doing? Oh, good shot. What are you doing? Good shot. Guess what? You can shoot the transition three now.
Yeah,
so it took the old school coaches. You had to prove it to them over and over again you can make that shot. And once you started doing it, then they would put it in part of the offense. And obviously, being with Shaq and Penny, they got double teamed so much, then lights was out.
So Dennis, Mr. Shooter's Paradise, what would it be like Dennis Scott playing in this era with all these three-point shots?
My area code would be 3-3, 3-3, 3-3.
Where is this going? I mean, 91 a game on average in the All-Star game in this decade. That's just the All-Star game. But 10 years from now, what does basketball look like the way this is trending?
I think it's going to be better because 10 years from now, right, I look at grade school kids now, and I'm looking at high school kids, and you can go on YouTube and see any of the videos. All of them now are shooting the three ball. They got excellent ball handling skills, men and women, boys and girls. I mean, where the game has evolved to and where it's going, I think it's going to be off the charts. And when you talk about the distance that people are shooting from, I'm going to give Mark Jackson as the coach, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in terms of expanding the range where you shoot from, right? It's like everybody can shoot three-point shots.
Right.
But then Mark Jackson, Steph, Klay, Steve Kerr, all these guys said, okay, you can start shooting it from the hash mark, and that's not a bad shot.
Right.
Oh, Steph Curry, you can shoot it from half court, and that's not a bad shot.
He green-lighted some shots that historically have been considered terrible shots.
So you got kids now using their imaginations, and they're saying, okay, like Grant Hill was saying, I want to learn how to be like 3D. All these kids are growing up now. Who's the kid in college now at Oklahoma?
Trae Young.
Trae Young is saying, hey, when I step across half court,
you better
it's
pick me up. You better pick me up.
And he's got a college coach that said, think about this. You got a college coach that's saying, shoot that shot.
Not only a college coach, an old school college coach in Lon Kruger who's saying, okay, go for it. So you've already got the Rockets who take more threes than twos. 5 years from now, is every team in the league doing that?
Yeah, I think so. I really do. I mean, Isaiah makes a really great point. And when we came up, there were restrictions. Big guys stayed inside. So Dennis and I, we were, back to the basket. That's how you play. But, greatness kind of, was allowed to sort of break through. And Dennis was a great shooter, a guy who's tall, could shoot from the perimeter. I could handle the basketball. Even point guards, there was restrictions there. But, the creativity and the excellence of an Isaiah Thomas. Now there are no restrictions, as you're saying, and guys like Trae Young. And so not just for individual players, but for teams. And so I do think, I think the range will just get further and further. I think of like Tiger Woods and how he was introduced in golf and how he brought fitness.
Great point.
And he hit the ball further than anybody. And he inspired an entire generation. And now you have multiple players who hit the ball as far as Tiger Woods did in his prime. And so that's what's happening now individually, but also collectively at a grassroots level. So I'm a fan, and I've been a fan for many years, and I look forward to continuing to be a fan and see where this game goes with the three-point shooting.
Really has been a seismic shift in terms of the way the game is played. And I wonder if there's a tipping point where it dials back at some point. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't think we're anywhere close to that, but it's evolving, obviously. All right, Tim, this guy has been a big part of that evolution. Steph Curry, he's a captain tonight.
Hollywood.
Team Steph, Team LeBron.